Last time, the Dorgan Ark flew away.
Whee! I also made the sky blue.
And just so everything's clear, there is 0 gameplay in this video. So this is the last thing you'll hear of us if you're watching the commentary light version.
Look! The rune is disappearing!
You'll have to take our word for it because we spent all our money on a Dorgan Goa with wings, so...
Glen is returning to its former self. We did it!
Yeah, the sky is blue again.
The galaxy!
I just said that.
That was one heck of a fight.
But
Instead
don't
of
you
red.
feel at peace somehow?
Well, I suppose we had some fun, in a way. All's well that ends well.
Yeah, we
that's
saw
it
a
then.
horrible abomination
That journey
against
has come to
nature.
an end.
I'm gonna be emotionally
About
scarred for
damn
life.
time.
Oh well, this ended
I
well.
was getting tired
And
of
then
covering
blew it
you
up.
guys.
Well, yeah, I
Come on,
guess that
Captain.
does have
Let's
some
get
sort
our
of
treasure and go
therapy
home.
to it.
Well, it's like in Eternal Darkness. If you kill a monster dead, then, you get some of your sanity back.
What's the matter? Something wrong?
No, I'm good. I already got my treasure. Just look at Kassala's smiling face there. That's more precious and valuable to me than any treasure. Don't you think?
You're going soft.
But, you know, boss, we would like some actual money for
This
this.
here is all I need.
Crush his head in his hand.
I know, right? Like a grape.
Or at best like a plum.
Yeah.
So this is goodbye. Yeah. I'm sad.
You can't have your
At the same
cactus
time,
say how they
I know
feel.
I don't
That
belong
makes
here.
me angry.
I have to be back in my own place.
I know. I understand. You're no longer our baby, our Iriath anymore.
Yeah, it's nice that she's going
You're
back with
Kassala,
Dorgan Goa,
a dear friend to
Yeah.
everyone here.
the man who raised her.
But I want you to always remember one thing. No matter how far apart we may be, you have a mother who's always thinking of you.
Can't you use your super magic to move the planet back into the old galaxy and then...
Oh, they will. But the thing is that they're, 10,000 years distant.
Oh,
And that is still kind of a factor.
right.
Space is skewed and time is warped. It's hard to keep track sometimes.
Yeah.
This is still hard to believe. It's so hard to imagine this Glen is really from 10,000 years ago.
You and your friends have brought Glen back to life. Now we can finally return to our own galaxy.
And the new one isn't technically doomed anymore. Hooray!
Yay!
Not that anybody cares, but
I mean,
Well,
screw that other place. It sucks.
bye, Mom.
the Zogroms of Alkior 6 are going to be appreciating this.
Please take good care of her for me.
Don't worry. You leave that to me. Kassala may be your daughter, but to me, she's like a son.
What?
Strike that. She's spirited like a son, but she's a very precious daughter to me. I'll keep on caring for her like I always have.
Dad of the
Just
year.
come out and say it, will ya? She's more of a handful than any boy.
What? Hey!
You know, you got a point there.
Let's all laugh at Kassala's expense.
She's losing a mother.
Yeah, and that's how that scene ends. Joke at Kassala's expense. Man, you really don't get to appreciate how high up they are from the ground there.
Oh, Albioth, did you see her? Did you see our daughter?
And then he wouldn't shut up, for that
Such
matter.
a strong woman she's
Please,
become.
don't bring him back.
You
It took long enough
rest
for
in
him to go
peace
away.
now, my darling. For I am sure we can entrust her with Mari Glen when the time comes.
Uh-oh. Guess she's not giving up completely.
Farewell. Arieth. You are our dearest treasure.
Hammering home the theme there again.
Yep.
Then, oddly enough, some stock footage of them leaving the system.
I mean, saves on money.
Now here's where things get a little wacky.
Wacky, oh boy.
Oh my gosh!
What is it?
An unidentified planet has appeared in our path. The Cosmo Navigator doesn't have any data on it.
That's ridiculous!
No, it's not unidentified. It's Mari Glen.
What's that?
The flow of time has been altered. Don't you see? Mari Glen has returned to our galaxy.
And they returned at about the same time they left, for that matter.
Well then.
Yeah.
Let's
Fancy
go
that.
check out the new and improved Mari Glen, shall we?
It's all ruins. Everybody's dead.
Okay.
Go home.
Yeah, so you really have to wonder what's happened in the past 10,000 years, now that Mari Glen has been in the galaxy and/or planetary system. Because you got to imagine that having an extra planet, even in a system with more than a dozen habitable planets, would have to be something interesting.
Yeah.
Of course, this being the ending, they don't actually address that. But yeah, it looks pretty much like how we left it.
A little more populated, though.
Yeah. Everyone seems to be having a grand old time, which is nice. They've got those ancient sail ships, which run on fusion power, I imagine, much like ours.
Yup.
And now there's an old man.
Old man.
We have been waiting for you, Lady Kassala. How we have anticipated this very day.
Huh? You mean you know who I am?
There's not a soul in Mari Glen who doesn't know your name.
It's kind of
We
creepy,
Mari
actually.
Glenders have kept watch in your stead for 10,000 years, waiting for your return.
Welcome to
After
Gondor.
all, you are our queen.
Royal line has been missing for years, so the stewards have taken over, but somehow they
How can that be?
haven't taken the king's throne for some reason.
I mean, they might as well have in Lord of the Rings, but, you know. Not here, because it's a happy ending.
Please.
And there was
Take
actually
this.
some issue with the king finally returning,
Wait, but this is my mother's tiara.
but not here.
Indeed.
It's just,
The ancient
Here you
Queen
go.
Phradius directed us to bestow it upon the new queen, Lady Kassala, who would appear in 10,000 years. We have carefully passed down that tiara from generation to generation. And now,
By that we mean we locked it in
we
time
bequeath
sealed
it
vault, because, you
unto
know,
you.
10,000 years.
I am so pleased.
Oh, Mom.
you know, why not? They knew when
What
she
are
was
you
coming
talking
back. So.
about?
And, like, to the
Kassala has
day,
no interest in
even.
becoming this planet's queen. Come on, let's go back home.
Papa, wait.
What?
I've decided. I'm going to do it.
You made up your mind the other
I'm
way,
going to be the
from your
queen of
perspective,
Glen.
half an hour ago.
Are you serious?
Kassala!
I want
What
to
the
carry
hell?
on my mother's wishes and rebuild Mari Glen. I want
It
to
doesn't
make
need to
her
be
proud.
It's been fine
This is
for
something only I can
10,000
do.
years.
It's fine right now, how it is.
You, a queen? Why, you ain't fit to be queen. Come on.
Kassala, you've got to be kidding. Think about it. You know you're totally not queen material. Hey, wait!
And they're right, too. That's the best part.
It really is.
She has hard enough time telling a sandstorm apart from Holland.
Well, now that you've made your decision, please come this way.
I think this might be out of her league.
Just a tiny bit. I need to rebuild my kingdom that is perfectly fine.
For 10,000 years.
But, Kassala!
Kassala! Oh, my
Don't look at his
darling
ass.
Kassala. Oh.
All right, let them go. I must remind
Apparently Dorgango was just
that
being
Lady
polite
Kassala
by
is
being
to be
held back.
installed as the
Yeah.
queen of Glen.
I know he probably could have
From
torn
now
right
on,
through them in a
lowly
second,
individuals
but
such as yourselves
I still say he
will
would have been
no
the
longer
best
be
10th
allowed
character
approach
to
her. Do
have
bear
around,
this in
have him
mind.
floating around in a
Now,
chair.
if you will excuse me.
And of course, because they're pirates, they can't see the queen anymore. Nah.
What just happened? Oh, my cute little Kassala.
And then as they're
Captain.
getting ready to leave, she comes back out. Wait, I changed my mind again.
This might be the best
Then
thing
as they're
for
leaving the planet, wait, I changed my mind again.
Everyone has somewhere they've got to be.
So is this where Kassala's gotta be?
Yeah, I think so. Come on, let's get back to the ship.
Yeah.
And that's that.
Well. Oh, god damn it, we have to actually talk to the cat now.
Off to watch the Rose Nebula again.
What's on your agenda now, Jester?
I don't know. I think I might just travel through space a little more.
Everyone's gone back to their own planets. The Dorganarch's feeling pretty empty these days. By the way, I heard Rosa finally got out from under Lungardian rule. You sure you don't want to head back there?
Yeah, eventually.
It seems like something's holding you back.
I still really don't want to go back to that shithole, okay?
You'll come back
It
to the
sucks.
ship if you hang out here long enough.
It's just that... Say, is the captain napping again today?
Yeah,
Something I
that's
actually like about
shape
the
of
Jester
things.
and
He's
Kassala
awfully
relationship
laid back. The captain
is
must have
that
forgotten his duties
there
as a
isn't that much
pirate.
time that passes,
That's all right.
but they don't actually get that
I mean,
far.
look at the huge treasure he's
Yeah.
earned. Galactic peace.
And this, I think, is a hint of actually what has happened now that Glen is back. Is that they were able to act as, I don't know, intermediaries and strike a peace deal between the two sides.
Right.
You know, I've never seen the universe so beautiful. So
Got some
serene.
stock sounds in the background now.
Yeah. Well, we're almost done here. Just got one final set of scenes to go through as the credits play.
Alright.
That's the same as the outfit you can get for her, oddly enough.
Huh.
It even comes with that same tiara, I think. So remember this song from about halfway through? finally shows back up.
It took your sweet time.
Oh, hi there, family. You gotta wonder, though, if she actually recognized him in that suit the first time and just didn't want to say anything.
Yeah.
It just makes the whole thing that much sadder. So it's probably true. And then he's doing just fine.
Yup.
Probably found something else to obsess over now that it's found all about Eden.
Yeah.
And Digos decided to start working at the bar instead of drinking his life away there.
Yep. He found an action figure.
Of himself, I think. And there's Jupus with his assistant plotting to take over the world again. Mad scientist to the end.
The frog!
And Zegram. Frog's still unhealthily attracted to Zegram somehow. Jester. Still watching the stars after all this time.
Cat comes out and he's like, are you okay? You've been out here for like 4 days, man. Please eat something. Please. We're worried about you.
And Kassala's watching the same stars. Aww. Alright, now the rest of this is just going to be images from the rest of the game. So just a quick word to everybody who's watching this is that there is a stinger at the end of the credits, so stick around for that.
Oh boy.
Right, but until then, I usually use the credits to discuss my thoughts on the game. Now, I pretty much said what I wanted to during the Dragellum hunt, which is essentially that this game is silly and contrived, but it's got its heart in the right place. And it has its moments. So what do you think? Think it was worth getting past that cat?
It was probably worth it for watching the videos, but I think with how I am with video games, all that hunting and shit would have driven me crazy and I probably would have quit somewhere around the halfway point.
Yeah. And I do have to admit that playing this on an emulator does have its benefits. In that I could place it in like one corner of my computer screen and mute the audio and then watch videos with the other half of my screen, which were at the moment more interesting than just running around in circles grinding.
Yeah.
Plus I got to use save states to cheat my way into the goodies. After a while.
Yeah, like I said, with how I am with video games, this game would have driven me to quit it even if I had gotten past the cat. But watching the videos, it's a good game. I'll say that much. For somebody who really hates anime, this was just so stupid, it was great.
Ah, the memories. Talking with Zegram while he was still obviously evil, but not. That's what anti-hero means, right? It means he's working on both sides at once.
Yeah, supposedly, maybe.
And then the Jupus robot, Johnny.
Oh, that's right, Johnny.
And back on the ship, and then off to find Digo.
He didn't even get a chance to use Jupus before we found Digo.
Yeah,
that's probably for the best.
Yeah. And then the sexual harassment and the selling of expensive battleships. You gotta wonder what's happened to him, though, because, I don't know, I think probably Zegram was immune to the changes of the time stream. Because, you know, the time traveler's paradox.
Right.
It seems to be like time traveler immunity applies to Jester and company. So it probably applies to the final boss, because he did the same thing.
Because they're all probably still dead.
Yeah.
They just never got born.
Well, it's not that they never got born, because they had to be born to die, but they got born in the alternate time stream, which is, you know, the branching paths from Back to the Future 2.
Right.
Except without the fading out, because they did that earlier on, oddly enough. Hey, maybe that's why she was fading out.
Oh, maybe.
It was the timeline where she never existed, trying to grab hold of her and make her fade out of existence.
Maybe.
So she had to go back to her alternate timeline where she did exist. And now that Mari Glen is in the real reality, she can exist again, even though she's displaced by 10,000 years. Makes about as much sense as anything else. I'm going to go.
Yeah, I know. It's just so stupid how they dropped that whole thing.
And there's Man Who Won't Die, and the character line up for the trailer.
Yep.
Mother's second, more beautiful form, which, yes, does look like a butterfly. And suddenly she's got backstory.
And then
because
Falcon.
everybody gets backstory in this.
Everybody gets backstory.
Off they fly. Although that being said, there is one guy who didn't quite get that much backstory. But don't worry, because there is post-game content to be had.
What's up? You look kinda cheesed off.
My girlfriend's a queen and she doesn't want me anymore, man.
Nah, I'm fine. Why are you still here? Not going home? Of course I am. Just as soon as our last mission's over. Or, hadn't you heard? Our last mission?
That's right.
Captain!
We're on our way to fight the battle of a lifetime on the all-new Mari Glen.
Huh?
Oh, come on. You know what's important to us. We're gonna get it back.
Oh.
They are pirates. And honestly, they're saving Mari Glen from Kassala more than anything else.
Really? I mean, come on.
It's for the best. They've done well for 10,000 years
On
under
that
the
fateful
stewards.
day, Dorgangoa and his crew made off with their ultimate treasure. Historical records indicate it may have been the very last heist they ever pulled off as pirates.
This is everybody's best interest right here.
Yeah.
So, pretty much leaving a hint in there in case they ever get a sequel.
Yeah.
Which
Their
still
last thing as pirates.
still isn't forthcoming, but you know,
Yeah.
whatever. So, post-game save. And you can tell it's post-game because it's got that star by the file number. So the main game may be over, but there's still plenty of content left to go. Don't go anywhere, folks.